Planning a meeting is a huge responsibility. You want to deliver an experience that people will enjoy, learn from, and talk about for years to come. And the expectations are huge. I mean, just on the other side of this curtain, 900 people are gathering from across the US and Canada. And I was hired as the opening keynote speaker to kick off a 3-day conference. Why? Because I bring a ton of energy and I will challenge them to increase their level of performance. Oh, I deliver the wow factor, but I also deliver skills and ideas that they will use to improve. There's an event that could happen today that would change the way you do business tomorrow. But what I know is this: there are two types of people. Those who say, out of uncertainty, what do I do to restrict my efforts, to stay safe, to keep more of what I have, to protect what I already know and do? And there are others who say, out of uncertainty, there is a huge opportunity. If you can see it, if you can elevate your vision, and then if you can initiate the right change, going off balance on purpose. What are you willing to do differently as a result of this experience? So we let go when we find that there's a certain sense of change that surrounds us and everyone that you interact with. Now, some of you have a more straightforward, matter-of-fact approach to the way you do things every day. You're gonna knock out each challenge and get it done. While others tend to be far more creative. It's like, yes, woo, you know who you are. But regardless of our personal style, this is the challenge: to manage everything at once, to take those challenges to higher and higher targets, to make all the catches, oh yeah, and to make it look easy. No process is perfect. We start with an idea, a plan, we put in our time, our effort, our research, but when we step into the performance, the implementation, the planning's in the past, and we need to be aware and alert to engage those new opportunities. And afterward, you're gonna continue to learn, and then that's this infinite loop, this continuous improvement that we've been talking about, that infinity sign of how you get better. People often ask me, Dan, what are you going to do when you're 60? You won't still be doing backflips, will you? To which I always respond, of course. They'll just be much more impressive. When you add the fourth ball, you need to learn a new pattern. A new pattern. See, the pattern is the term jugglers use to refer to the relationship between all the balls or all the objects or objectives that are in motion together. And it's true for all of us. We form patterns. Patterns of thinking, patterns of action, patterns of interaction with others. And we find patterns that serve us, that work for us. And because they work, we almost instantly begin to defend them against any outside change. But here's the thing. If you want to transcend your current level of ability, you must be willing to transcend your current patterns. But I noticed something as I continued to practice and persist with the 4-ball juggling. I started to notice something totally unexpected. My 3-ball juggling was getting really, really good. The truth is, I never really got the hang of 4 until I tried 5. If you think what you're doing now is difficult, it's time to try something harder. And once you do, this level is going to get easier. Once you stretch into that uncertainty, the uncertainty stretches you. That's how we learn. You can't do it all at once. In fact, as human beings, we don't really multitask. We do what's called the quick switch, where one part of your brain will engage a thought or a conscious process, and then something else catches your attention. This one has to turn off before something else fires up on the other side. And it goes back and forth constantly. We're switching on and off various circuitry inside of our minds to handle the stimuli that are bombarding us day to day. It's sort of like that Alt-Tab function on your computer, except you don't have dual processors. I mean, you could learn a task so well that it becomes automatic that you're not even necessarily thinking about it any longer. But when it comes to conscious awareness and thought and putting forth your best efforts, it's strictly a one thing at a time proposition. But here's what jugglers and neuroscientists agree on. No matter how much is happening, there's still space between the throws and catches. There's space between your throws and catches, your thoughts and your actions, what you were doing and what you are doing next. And it's in those spaces that we have extraordinary opportunities to refocus and to recommit to a new plan, to a higher vision. If you are serious about transformation, about implementing these ideas, you know what? We need to not only own it, but speak it, express it. Because once you voice the intention, you'll find the new energy inside you. Elevate your vision to be able to see farther than others are willing to look. And then you tell me, in order to go forward, what is my first move? What did I do? I leaned forward, yes. Off balance, on purpose. What you do on a 6-foot unicycle is you lean forward, you start falling toward your face, Dave, and then you chase your body with the unicycle. Yes, so that you hopefully don't get to your face. It's scary. But unless you feel the excitement of leaning into uncertainty, you're not going forward. If I'm apprehensive about trying something new, I might start going backward. You're going to go down and up and push it straight across from your right hand, right here, to my left hand. I'll say go. Or whenever you want, that's cool. So let me ask you, what is it you need to let go of? Maybe some fear, some doubt, some uncertainty. Maybe it's the desire to be perfect or to do it all on your own. Let go of the notion of being perfectly balanced. And together, let's find this revolution and the unity and the power that you experienced with that first clap to go off balance, on purpose, for success.
I look forward to learning more about your audience and your event and to working together to deliver a fantastic presentation that exceeds everyone's expectations, even yours. So reserve the date on my calendar and let's get started making next year's meeting the best ever.